So this movie is called Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. The Empire really only lasts for about 20 minutes. What's up with that? Hey guys, my name is Joseph Curtis, and if you love movies just as much as me, you have come to the right place. Now do me a huge solid and click that like and subscribe button. Also, if you want to follow me on the following social platforms, that would be great as well. Now, let's start talking Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. When the discovery of an ancient artifact unleashes an evil force, Ghostbusters new and old must join forces to protect their home and save the world from a second ice age. That lasts for about 20 minutes. Jason Reitman, son of Ivan Reitman, rest in peace, directed the newest Ghostbusters film. Well, not this one, Ghostbusters Afterlife. And I gotta say, when that movie came out in, I believe, November of 2021, that movie took me by surprise. I thought it was full of comedy that worked, full of heart and emotions, and by the time you get to the very final 10 minutes of the film, it ended in such a tremendous way. Now we are here with the sequel that is not being, sadly, directed by Jason. Instead, it's being directed by one of the writers from the previous film. Gil, I believe the name is stepping in to fill in the shoes of the director's chair. The same guy who directed Poltergeist. No, not that one. This one. Yeah. But here's the thing, this movie is not as bad compared to that film. Like, when I realized that's who was directing this, major props, because this movie could have been a complete disaster if I saw that same skill set applied to this film. But that doesn't mean this movie is really good or great. It's just all right. Guys, this movie is a bit all over the place, and obviously I'll get into more details why. You have the returning new main leads coming back with Paul Rudd, you have Mckenna Grace, you also have Finn Wolfhard in this project, you know, Stranger Things. He doesn't have a lot to do in this film, sadly. He's not bad in this, but they just didn't give him anything. You have the returning Ghostbusters with Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, and Bill Murray, who's in it a lot less than I thought he was going to be. It's great and all with the old gang coming back together, but it just doesn't feel as meaningful compared to the last film. Of course, you have Mckenna Grace, who is the new lead for the Ghostbusters franchise. And I gotta say, this girl knows how to act, and I really find her to be a very good actress. However, there is an arc with her and a ghost that wasn't really connecting with me, and whenever it went back to it, it just felt bland and uninteresting. And when I say you know immediately what's going to happen with this subplot dealing with this ghost named Melody, I believe, you will know exactly where it's gonna go. Of course, this is a comedy. And with that being said, this really felt like the Marvel Ghostbusters universe of comedy films. Let's do everything, every minute. Let's throw every joke. Come on, guys, let's do another joke and another joke. And when it became a horror movie at times, when it actually became about the ghost, it was pretty intense. Like the main villain, really intimidating. Short-lived though. But the comedy, it really feels oversaturated. I like it when the comedy's sprinkled now and then. And Joseph, this is Ghostbusters, it's a comedy film. I get that. But then there's that take where they just do too much. And it overstays its welcome, and it feels not as earned with the jokes. But on the positive side of comedy, you have the great and never-aging Paul Rudd, who rocks as this character, who is the ex-teacher in this family's life. But the moments that really do work with Paul Rudd is the moments with him and Mckenna Grace, where he's trying to find a way to connect with her, and I found those moments to be truly heartwarming. This movie just doesn't really work for me when the third act happens. This movie is called Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, right? Well, the Frozen Empire only lasts, like I said before, for 20 minutes, where you have this character played by Kamal, who for the most part can be very funny, but he plays an integral role that's supposed to have an impact, and it doesn't really happen, because he finds out that he's part of this ancient lineage of fire masters, which is a very key role for the villain. And he finds that out within a day. He has to learn this ability within a day, and he sucks at it for a while, and then all of a sudden he's good at it right when the movie needs him to be good at it. Ridiculous. And within that third act, where you just get introduced to the Frozen Empire, it gets immediately diminished within that 20-minute climactic experience. And then the movie just ends. It felt like they had so many other scenes on the cutting room floor, and they just decided to scrap it. This movie felt more about building up the anticipation of the Frozen Empire rather than letting the Empire actually leave some level of dread and terror. Overall, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire was kind of a disappointment for me. I was really looking forward to this film, and I wanted it to have that same heart and feel that Afterlife had. I think with the loss of Jason Reitman not being a part of this project did bring the quality down a bit. Now, this isn't a bad film. I just found it to be disappointing, and I do think people who still love the Ghostbusters franchise should check it out because there are genuine moments that will make you smile. Heck, it made me smile. The character dynamics are still there. Paul Rudd is great. The ghost-busting moments are pretty fun, but there are a lot of glaring issues with this film, and I gotta say, it's a 6 out of 10 for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. It really means a lot. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to be blessed.